You need to get rich, and you need to get rich quick.
Get rich. And this is unfortunate, but it's true. It's about to be have-nots and have-yachts. That's the world we're about to live in.
The world economy is going to hit the biggest financial headwind since World War II.
Time to get rich keeps running out. Slavery is coming, and you're not going to be able to.
Rich people don't sleep 8 hours a day. That's a third of your life. It ain't but 24 hours in a day. You cannot be sleep 8 hours a day. You can't live in LA and wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's 11 o'clock on the East Coast. The stock market been open 2 hours. They already making decisions about your life and your ass was asleep.
Do you think all of the other people in these $50 million houses are just working a job? You think if you were to sit and have a conversation with all the people, all the millionaires on this island, on $50 million houses, and they would explain to you exactly how they're making money, that you'd understand it all from head to toe? I would argue that most of you sitting at home don't have a clue. Even if they were to tell you exactly what they're doing, you couldn't replicate it. Even if they were to tell you exactly how to do it, you would still fail. You need your hand held. You need somebody to come along and explain to you how the world really works outside of the matrix, the real world, the real key to understanding finances, just like everything else. There are secrets which are held from you on purpose because they need the backbone of the slave force. They need people to believe the only way they're ever going to be financially free is to give up their entire life and save for their pension, and work. Maybe you'll get a nice car one day. It's a lie. And that's why the real world exists. Help those who are perspicacious enough and hardworking enough, those who are ready to look at a completely alien and foreign concept and adopt it, escape the matrix.
How do I get rich? I borrow money and I buy assets with it. The poor person borrows money and buys liabilities like purses, cars, houses, and they get poorer and poorer and poorer. But I use debt. I borrowed $300 million after the crash to buy real estate. That made me.
So when I quit my job to be an entrepreneur, my mom was like, whoa, what are you doing? I was like, I'm quitting. My mom was like, don't you dare quit. You're going to embarrass me. You got a wife and kids. Does YouTube have insurance? Does YouTube have a 401k? And I was like, yo, mom, I ain't trying to be funny and I ain't trying to be disrespectful. I love you. But you can't teach me how to be a millionaire because you're not one. You come from the working class and I'm not mad at you, mom. We wouldn't be where we are without you. But you told me that every generation is supposed to get better. So I'll take your values, but I won't take your work ethic. Because rich people don't work, they think.
Even being around people with money, it's just a good place to be. I'll give you an example. I parked up and a kid came up and he said, hey, can I take some photos of your car? I have a car spotting page. I was like, yeah, whatever, cool. So he took a bunch of photos and he come up to me and he said, do you want the photos? And I was like, not really, I already have photos. And he goes, oh yeah, okay. Well, if you want them, here's my email address. And I said to him, why do you do this? Like, you spend all day standing around taking photos of other people's cars. Is that not a waste of time? I thought it was a waste of time, but I was wrong. He goes, oh, well, I skipped school and I skipped college because I knew if I take pictures of expensive cars and email them to people, I'll have email addresses of the richest people in the ring. Yeah, smart. I was like, you're clever. He works for me now.
If you decide to be rich today, who gonna stop you? Who? If you decide you want to be rich, all you gotta do is start. Why not? Who gonna stop you? Unless you tell it to the wrong person. Mama, listen to me. I'm going to be rich. Ain't anybody rich in this family. Go in there and sit down somewhere. Get yourself a good job. Oh, mama, you must be right. No, mama could be wrong. Because what you have in your imagination, God didn't show it to your mama. I'm sorry. He showed it to you. Listen to me. If y'all don't do nothing else, write everything you imagine down. Write it all down. Pray about it and watch what happens. Watch what happens.
The moment people feel that you fear losing them, you're no longer leading them. They're leading you. The moment people, let me say that one more time, the moment people start feeling that you're fearing losing them, you're no longer leading them. They're leading you. At the time, Elon Musk was worth $2 billion. At the time, people still didn't give him credibility, saying he's just selling an overpriced car. He's always late on his delivery. He wants to go to space. What the hell does this guy know about going to space? You have no clue what you're talking about, this Elon. You guys are in love with a guy that's going to lose everything. He's a nobody. This is 2012, 10 years ago. 10 years later, he goes from 2 billion to the richest man in the world. Yeah. Okay. So the way to fight that is to stay engaged, to keep playing the game, to stay nimble, to stay hungry, to read the books, to read, new content, get the content to be improving yourself, recreating yourself.
What come out your mouth is what's gonna come back to you. It's the law of attraction. I can't meet nobody because of COVID. You're not. All men are dogs. You finna meet all of them. I never get nobody. You're not. I can't lose this weight. You sure ain't. I'm gonna get fit this year. Strong possibility. I'll never be rich. Promise you, you won't. I'm gonna be rich one day. Strong possibility. It's how it works, man. It's the law of attraction. It doesn't matter whether you believe in it or adhere to it. It is the law of attraction.
Let me tell you something. There is no nobility in poverty. I have been a rich man and I have been a poor man, and I choose rich every fucking time. Now, if anyone here thinks I'm superficial or materialistic, go get a job at fucking McDonald's, because that's where you fucking belong. So you listen to me and you listen well. Are you behind on your credit card bills? Good, pick up the phone and start dialing. Is your landlord ready to evict you? Good, pick up the phone and start dialing. Does your girlfriend think you're a fucking worthless loser? Good, pick up the phone and start dialing. I want you to deal with your problems by becoming rich. Every business, I have 5 companies now. We'll do 100 million this year. I started every one of those companies with no money. Zero money, man. Just hustle and grit and courage. I've called on people I didn't want to be with. I've done things I didn't want to do, okay? It is not about doing what you love. It's about doing whatever it takes to make your dreams a reality, to be closed and stay closed.
96.4% of the people that take the snowflake test fail. The first or second question on the test is, if someone spit in your mother's face, I'm going to say this real slow so that you're Dutch, I remember. If someone spit in your mama's face, what are the choices? There's 4 or 5 choices. The choice that's most clicked is, I would try to ascertain, I would try to figure out where he was coming from and if he had a bad day. Now, what the fuck does that have to do with spitting in your mama's face? I would try to figure out if he had a bad day. Does that mean if he had a bad day, it's all right to spit in your mother's face?